This demonstration is about performing a chi-square test. Now, a two-way test, as we're going to demonstrate here, can be done for testing homogeneity or independence of variables. In this example, we're going to look at data taken from a murder case involving Kristen Gilbert. She was a nurse at Veterans Affairs Medical Center in Northampton, Massachusetts, when 3 nurses noticed an unusually high number of deaths occurring when Gilbert was working. Now here we have the data presented at the case organized into a two-way table, and we are going to perform a chi-square test using this data. Okay, now in order to perform the test, we first have to enter in the information. And in order to enter in information for a chi-square test on the calculator, you need to put it into the matrix table. So we'll go under matrix, we'll go under edit, we'll go ahead and type in the dimensions of the matrix, the number of rows first, then the number of columns, and then we'll enter in the information from the two-way table. Now we also need to enter in the expected counts, and we need to do this in another matrix. Now I have gone on ahead and computed the expected counts, so I may type them into the matrix, and I'll use matrix B for this. So we go back under matrix, we go over to edit, and we select matrix B, enter in the number of rows and then the number of columns, and now we will enter in our expected counts. Now I've already computed these values, so we'll just go ahead and enter them in. Now that we have entered the information into our calculator, we may conduct the test, and this is how. You go under Stat, scroll over to Test, and scroll until you get to chi-square test. Hit Enter. The observed matrix is A, the expected matrix is B, and then we hit Calculate. At this point we see the test statistic is about 86.48. The p-value is about 1.41 times 10 to the negative 20th power, and the degrees of freedom are 1. If we wish to see a diagram of the situation, we can do that as well on the calculator, and here's how. You hit Stat, go over to Test, scroll until you get back to chi-square test, enter in the observed and expected matrices, and highlight Draw. And here we see a chi-square distribution with 1 degree of freedom. And we see the test statistic and the p-value published here as well. And this is how you can perform a chi-square test on the calculator.